And okay, so we should be live now. Okay, so welcome you guys to this webinar. Obviously, this webinar is going to be about how you can take 4 trades in 1 week. So you're basically trading you're having one trade a day or a night, I should say, um, every single night. So you only need to get up, at a certain time, probably like 1 to 2 hours a day. I'm gonna explain this. But you're gonna see how you can make more money trading less, and that's what I really want you guys to get, because there's people out there, they trade 100 times a day, whatever it is, and they're looking at charts all day, and you're not really living life, and it's just not good for you, looking at charts all day, you know. Um, so I mean that's what's really important to me. And that's why I want to have a simple system for me, that allows me to, you know, make a lot of money uh, trading for like an hour a day, taking one trade a day. And I just find that to be more efficient for me. So if that's something that, you like, then you should take this serious, because, nobody else is teaching this out here, to be honest. So if you really pay attention and like just forget about what everybody said, forget about everybody's training, and just you listen to this and you're gonna see, and you apply it. When you apply it, you're gonna be like, wow, like you're gonna see. So first of all, I usually have trainings where I talk about the monthly charts, but to be honest, you don't at the end of the day, you only need one thing, and that's to look at the 15-minute or the 5-minute chart. Okay. So you're looking only at the 5-minute and 15-minute. You can forget about everything else, to be honest. If unless if you wanna take trades throughout the day, you know what, and do that 50-50 gamble stuff, look, trade throughout the day if you want. But this is if you want to have time freedom. So this is if you want to have time freedom. Um, so just look at the 5-minute and 15 minutes. That's all you need. And I'm just gonna talk about how, last week, if you would, I should have showed you guys this last week, but um, you know what? It's time to just, let you guys know how it's really done, and just we'll stop losing money. So last week started here. This was Sunday last week, right? This red line, um, that was Sunday, right? Um, so right, and as you can see, price, this is a 15-minute chart. The 5-minute chart, same thing. It does not matter. Same stuff. You're gonna see the same stuff. So where were we? Sorry guys, I just went crazy. I'm kind of new at this platform, but hold on. There it is. Okay, so this is Sunday. And the first thing you're gonna do, you want to identify consolidation. So consolidation is basically when price is going sideways on the chart. Very simple. And it's like going sideways, so that's very simple. And then what you want to do is, if you want to help your eyes to, see it better, you can draw a box so you can identify it better. And it's very obvious. Look at that sideways movement. Obviously, it's very obvious. So to keep it really simple, this is what you're going to be looking for, throughout the day, which is usually like Asian session, right? So usually throughout the day is moving sideways right here. This is the euro. So obviously you see that the beginning of Sunday is just going sideways. All right. So right there, as you see, it's coming down here. So this is like late. This is like London right here. So times are for this London session usually starts like at around 11 Pacific. Oh, it's like 11 p.m. Pacific. So if you guys are in another time zone, you're gonna have to You know what? I'll probably calculate it for you because I know some of them. That's like 2 a.m. Eastern. So you can guys calculate that if you're in other time zones. But that's usually when London session starts, and it's going down right here. So as you can see, price is going down, obviously on the euro. So it's going out of the box, right? It's coming out of the box, very obvious. So you're looking for a breakout out of the box, and usually I don't do anything with this because I'm usually looking for the other move, and I'm going to explain to you. I usually wait for this to come down and then go the other way. I don't usually trade London session. I trade after. You gotta trade after because this move right here is the fake move. So this move is basically the move by the dealers and or the banks. They're trying to get you to sell this euro, you know, because first of all, it's 11 p.m. Pacific, right? And then just a couple hours, the euro's down here, and it gets the last push and then another push down. People are selling this, and then it's already like, how do I? It's already like 4 to 5 a.m. This is Pacific. Oh no. Yeah, let me 5 6. No, yeah. This is Eastern, I think. Or no. Hold on. Let me actually count how many it was till it happened. That was a 5 minute. I can't really tell. So this was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. Okay. So yeah, 4 to 5 Pacific actually. 4 to 5 a.m. Pacific. That's when it's finally stopped. Let me go back to it. So 4 to 5 a.m. Pacific down here is when it gave its last push, right? And that's when I start to look to buy it. So they do this in London. They come down out of the box. It's a fake move. And then in a couple hours, you have to be looking at the chart. So I'm looking at the chart usually from like 1:30 or 2, from 2 to like 7, right? Because sometimes they might do it earlier and move the other direction. But this is the exact time that it happened at 4 to 5 a.m. A real chart right here. So these are the times, you guys. You can trade usually even just between like this time right here, 4 to 5 a.m. for like 1 hour. But usually just to be safe, I usually trade from like 3 to 5. Keep it 2 hours. 2 hours of trading a day of just looking at the chart. You're looking for the reversal out of London. Okay. Um, and another thing to identify this is you would see a W pattern come to existence. So right here, if you're looking at this, and it's around like 6 or not 6, 5, you're looking. If you see this W happen, you're in there. So there it is. So when you see a W pattern right here, it's on the 5 minute or the 15 minute. You can see it too. Sorry guys, this is a horrible platform to me, on my computer at least. So you can see on the 5 minute too, on the 15 minute too. That's very obvious. That's how you get into the trade right here. Even if you're just looking at the 15 minute, you can just enter the trade right here on the next candle. So after you see the second leg of this big the W form, you look to buy at the next candle right here, and you go big. So and your risk is under that candle. So it's not under the low down here. It's actually under this candle. That's what's very important too, because you want to take a small risk, because if you get cut out, you're looking for a re-entry again, and that's how you minimize risk on these big lots that you're going to be doing. Because obviously, as you can see, this trade was automatically profit. It was automatic profit. It went up for this is 15, 30, 45 an hour, an hour 15, an hour 30. This is like 3 hours that you would have been in the trade and taking profit. So you go in big for, a couple lots. So let me put the stop loss here. I enter the trade, right? And I put my stop loss here under the low of the candle, right? Um, and I go in big. So if you have for example, $100 account. So like another reason it's good to trade the euros because you're taking a small spread. The euro has the smallest spread out of all the pairs. So on $100 account, if you're going to be risking, even just a 1.0 lot, um, you could be risking, and let's just say, including the spread and everything, it could be like a 7 pip risk. Um, but just for the people out there, yeah, it's like 7 pips. Even though I would want to say it's 4, but you want to put it as tight as possible there. And including the spread, I think the spread on the euro is like 1.3. So I think it's good, including the spread, like 4 to 5. So you want to take a 4 to 5 pip risk usually, but let's just be generous and do 7 pips. So taking 7 pip risk on this trade, you have to. You have to do that because you're trading. You're gonna trade a big lot. So if you have $100 account, you lose this trade, you lost $70. But um, that's just if you do one lot, and that's not bad. This is a nice risk to reward ratio. Like think about it, you have $100 account. You want to go in big in one trade. But anyways, if you guys are too scared, for people who are scared, they can do the point 0.5, right? And then you're risking $35. So if that sounds better, look, you're risking $35, and you don't. That's it. Like that sounds good to me, especially when you're trying to make this big move up here. That's from right here, and then from here. So how many pips is that? How many pips is that, you guys? Does anybody know? 1.0966, 1.102. So that's like 50 pips. So 50 pips that you would have caught on your $100 account, right? So if this is going to be your first, let's say for example you're a beginner and you come in with a $100 account, that's all you have, and we do one of these trades, your first trade ever, you're going to be making $250, and this is only 50 pips. So that's the minimum that we're trying to do every night, right? So 250. Look, you already have a $350 account. So already you're on your way to making thousands, at least 1,000 for the week on a $100 account, right? But but for example, if you guys have bigger accounts, if you guys have like 2,000 or higher, then definitely going for like 5 lots. Going for 5 lots and risk seven pips max. This is on the euro only though. This is the technique for the euro only. Okay. So if you have a $2,000 account and you're doing a 5.0 lot, that's $50 a pip. So then that's, I believe, $300 you're going to be risking on this trade. You did it, I believe. Oh no, 350. My bad. Yeah, because it's 7 times 50, right? So it's 350 right there. I'll do it again. 5.0 lot on 2,000. And the reason we're going big, also, and I'll assure you guys why these trades are almost guaranteed to work. I'll explain that in a second. But obviously, as you can see, this pattern worked out perfect, and they happen every night. So this is the first night. This is only Sunday night, right? And so if you're doing a 5.0 lot on this, you're risking 350. So if you lose, you're going to be at 1650 on your account. I'll take that risk. especially if I know I'm going for 50 pips. So what's 50 times 50 pips? So if you're doing a 5.0 lot on your $2,000 account, and you know you're getting 50 pips, that's $2,500 in just uh I believe 2 hours, right? 2 to 3 hours. You're out of the trade. You're out of the trade in 2 to 3 hours, and you're making $2,500, right? It's very simple, you guys. And then next day, right? Next day, right? Next day, what do you see? Consolidation, right? It's the same thing every night. So right here, I can draw my box. It's kind of a fake out right here, but this is throughout the day. This is Asian session. So this is every single day. Asian session again. It's right here. The sideways movement. And then you know how we were talking about the W down here? Now when we see it go up, this is London now. Okay. London right there. So now London, it goes up. So we know, remember how we talked about it, we know now that this is the fake move, right? And remember these times, you guys. I'm not going to repeat it again, so make sure you grab these times. I'll repeat it at the end, but I'm not going to write it down. Just make sure you grab it right there. 11 p.m. Pacific is London, or 2 a.m. Eastern. So that's when it was going down here and going up here, right? And then around 4 to 5 a.m. Pacific, we see a reverse pattern, right? Because obviously when it's going up, we're looking for an M instead of the W. So in this case, when we're looking to sell, it's a M. So this is the second night. So this is your second trade, you guys, for the week so far. And honestly, if you would have trailed your stop, you would have been down here. So, like right there. So, this is the second M right here. The second trade of your day. And let's just say you do the same thing. So you have a $350 account on your $100 that you started with. And let's just say you're doing the same. You want to risk the same thing, right? You don't want to risk everything that you just earned. So let's say you keep it safe again. You do a one lot again, right? And you risk 7 pips. So $70 risk. You're doing a $70 risk again on your $350 account. That sounds good for the amount that you're gonna gain, right? So you do a one lot, and then let's figure out how many pips this is. So if we know this is 50 right here, let me see if I can just add it, like match it up, because I think this is like 100 something pips. Yeah, I think this is like 100 something pips, you guys. 100 and something else. I would say like 115. So correct me if I'm wrong, you guys, but I'm just doing it an example of if you guys would have traded this last week like this. Just so you guys really get the system and how it works and how it could actually, pay your bills in such a short amount of time. And only trading for like, 2 to 3 hours a day. So if you would have caught this, you would have been up here, down here. When you see this red bar come out, you see it's like a double top. It's like an M, and you would have sold it next candle right there at the high. Very simple, you guys. Right there. And if that's 115 pips on a one lot, you just made on your $350 account. Look at this. That you just did on your. This is your second day trading on your $100 account. You would have turned. I mean, this profit would have been, I believe, 115 and then 0, $115. So you would have made on this trade $115. So now your account is at 150. Wait, 150, 1,500, I believe. Yeah, right. Yeah, I think that's it. So your account is now at 1,500 in 2 days, right? And this is off $100, you guys. You have to be up at these specific times. If you're up at these specific times, you catch this one, and then you catch this one. You already flipped $100 to this amount. So imagine if this, if you're, imagine if this trade down here, if for that 5 lot that we had in your $2,000 account, we made 2,500. So now we have a $5,500 account, right? Now we're doing the math for the big accounts. See, so the big players can actually see what I'm talking about and why they should trade like this. 5,500. And let's say they stick to the system. 5 lots again. Let's stick to the system. So 5 lots, 50 times 115. So how much is that? Does anybody know? I don't know. There you go. So it's that much. That's how much you would have made on this trade. So your $2,000 account is already at 11,250. Wow. So your $2,000 account is already at 11,250. Um, your second day trading, right? So you would have been trailing your stop, right? You put your stop on the lower highs. So you had your stop here, and you just keep moving it down like this, and then down here would have stopped you out, and you would have been good. But anyway, this is the second day. The second day is down here, and it's obviously sideways. This one actually happened a little bit earlier. Okay. So the third night. Oh no, I believe. So this is a 1, 2. Oh no, my bad, my bad. It's not this one. This is not the right time, I believe. Let me see. From 3:30. No, it's not this one. Okay, it's over here. My bad. So this is from Sunday going into Monday right here, and then Monday going into Tuesday, and then this is I believe Wednesday going to Thursday. Yep. So now this is the second night. My bad, you guys. I mean, not the second night, the third. This is on Wednesday. This is not Wednesday, my bad. Yeah, because it would have been stopped you out, and then you would have waited for the next day. And then right here. So this is Wednesday night, my bad. And then Asian session, same thing. Sideways movement, it's the same thing. Like just by looking at the 15-minute chart, you're getting in and out of trades. You know, you're making big money, and I just like that lifestyle better. And this is better than like staying up all day and dressing up, going to home meetings, and just having to like be on the phone all the time. But but that's just when I was recruiting and I was in a different company. But I don't know, this trading stuff is really helping people get a lot of freedom and trading like this especially. So same thing, London session, it comes down and gives you a nice W. You can actually see it better on the 5 minute. So it's beautiful stuff here. It's the same stuff over and over. So there's a W right here. And like I was saying, the banks push the price down. They try to get people to sell it. And late night, they know they're going to sleep. They have their stops, and this whole move is basically to take their money. So the reason these trades are almost guaranteed is because they have to move the market the other way to catch that money that all these people have, all the orders that people have while they're sleeping. So if they know that millions of people are trading the euro, right? Um, and they see that on their dealing desk, and they want to take that money. They know it's sitting there, so that's why they move the market the other way on purpose. And that's why these trades are almost guaranteed to work, because greed is always going to take over, and human emotion is not going to change. These are greedy people. They want your money. Um, so we got to start trading with them, instead of like trading with the masses of people. But same thing happens, you guys. Even on this trade, let's say you're 11th. Let's talk about the big number now, because like really, $2,000 counts nothing even. 11,250, and let's say you do a 5 lot again down here, right there, right, and then your stop loss is right under 7 pips, and then you do a 5 lot on this. You trail your stops, and you're basically all the way up here. So wow, wow, that's huge. How many pips that is? Wow. So if we know this one was 115, because I'm not too good.
That was like that was like 300 some pips.
How much?
I think it was like 370.
Yeah, it's like 300 something, huh?
Yeah, I remember seeing it.
I would say it's like 250. Yeah, I would say it's like 250. Yep, or 260. But it's just, I'm just being conservative. I can even show you guys, like, even if you take profit early, whatever it is, like 250 times you're doing the same thing, a 5 lot, 250 times $50, right? So um so yeah, it's this 1250. So you would have made on this trade, look, already on your third day with a $2,000 account, you would have made $12,500 in one day, one night. I'm telling you, this system right here that we have, these trades are not failing for us. And especially on the euro, it works out every night because it's the most manipulated pair. That's where the most orders are, and that's why these banks are just crazy. Like they want that money, and this paid out. So your $2,000 account is now at $20,000 plus. And it's not, so it's only the third day. So now the last trade is over here. Is the W right here in the bottom. So the same thing throughout the day. It's sideways. It goes down in London, and then the W right there. You would have been on the buy down here, and that's like uh, you know 50 pips. So you would have ended it nicely. 50 pips. You're done. You only traded 4 times the whole week, and you made a lot more money than all these other people trading throughout the day. So, and that's so like let's just finish the math. The math. 50 times. Oh yeah, this is 2,500 that you would have made. But to be honest, when you start having an account of $20,000 plus, you can go in here for like 10 lots. You can go in for 10 lots and risk 7 pips. That's $700, I believe. You can do that, and you can start being a 10 lot trader. If you want to start doing a 10 lots, You know, this is how 10 lots look like right here. I'm gonna show you guys. So that's the euro right here. You guys obviously see that 10. We have a So I mean we're showing you the entries and we're showing you the real forex stuff. We're not here to you know lie about things. This is the real stuff. And as you can see, it works out every time. I hope you guys can see now how it's possible. So that's 4 trades. They were all perfect, and this happens every single night for the euro. And what can I expect next week? Same thing, sideways, and then London, look for the fake move, and then go the opposite way. Done for the day, for the night, and made a lot more money than a lot of these other people hating and stuff. You know, all these people worry about the wrong stuff. You know, but if you focus on this, man, this is all that's important. This is gonna feed your family, your kids, and it's just gonna give you more time freedom. So take this serious. And for now, if anybody here has any questions, it's the best time to speak. So does anybody have any questions?
Hey, Iram, can you hear me?
Yep. Yeah.
What I'm trying to figure out is how you recognize the W's and the M's and when to get in.
So you're only looking at the 15-minute and 5-minute, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to help your eye, you can actually use a line and start mapping them out yourself. So right here, if you're drawing it, right? So go with as the chart's going, you guys are drawing this just to help your eye, and just follow the lines. So next candle, every candle you're drawing it. So when you see this next candle and your lines look like a W, you see that?
Yeah.
So you gotta like help your eye in the beginning, and then when you can start seeing it naked without the lines, you're good. But this can help you. You see the W right there, very simple. And then you look to get in on the next candle and take that trade. So you get it on the next candle. Next candle you're buying right here, and your stop loss is under that candle, like a 7 pip stop. Is that you guys get that?
Yeah, I see that.
And the same thing down here. So if you remember, you're looking at the 5-minute and the 15-minute simultaneously, because they could appear on one of them. So that down here, same thing. If you're drawing your lines, to help your eye in the beginning, you can see it. There it is. So once that green bar comes up, it's very obvious. There's a W. I don't know why it goes on behind it, but there it is with the line.
So then you get in on the last leg of the W or M.
Yeah, the second leg. You get in on the second leg right there. Right here where this box is. So your entry is right there. Does that make sense, bro?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. So there's your entry, you guys, and that's a sweet entry. You just get in on the second leg of the W forming, and you put your stop under it, and you're taking that risk, and you're good. So anybody else have any other questions? Okay, I think we're good. But I don't want you guys to like. What happened?
I know somebody on the chat, the Facebook chat, was asking how you came up with the 12,500.
Yeah,
Oh, because you're placing a 5.0 lot on your trade, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I understand, but it's they were asking. I think they needed an explanation.
Yeah, we're talking about going big, for a $5 lot. That's a pretty big risk. Not risk, but like a big bet, obviously. A big lot size, big contracts. So I hope that makes sense for them. Because basically you're risking, $50 a pip, right? You're catching $50 a pip, and then you're catching this big move. You're making like 12 grand, and then you're taking a 7 pip risk. So your risk on this trade is $350. That's your risk. $350 risk. Your bet size is $50 a pip. You catch this big move, you make 12 grand on a one trade overnight in one day. In one day.
How many hours is that trade?
Well, here's the thing. You would have been on this trade, right? And I usually want you guys to check in like about 1 or 2 hours into it, and then just you can start moving your stops. So you can move your stops, accordingly, like this. With the blue line, this is your stop right under here, and then the next, you just keep moving it up like this. You see, like that. Every move up, and then right here, it would have stopped you out, and you would have secured profits right here, right?
Yeah.
So that's how you secure your profits, and that's how you maximize your profits. You secure them and you maximize them. So I mean, it's just more efficient, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Does anybody else have any other questions before I end this? And remember, guys, this is just one pair. Let's just focus on one pair, and then make our money, and then buy more projectors and computer screens so then we can look at other pairs. Because honestly, I only have two eyes and one little computer screen. I can't be looking at all the pairs. But anyway, let's do this. Anybody else? Anybody want to speak up before I end this?
No, good job, bro.
All right, man. Let's do this. It's just very simple. All we have to do is be up at these times, so don't sleep. And let's do this. So I'll talk to you guys soon.
Thanks, Aram.
All right, bro.